the Los Enrique Show. Like always, we are all in your biz. Let's go.
A lot more business to talk about, Javi. So, I think it's your turn, Ricky. What do you think you want to talk about this time?
I feel like it's always my turn.
Okay.
It's giving that I'm messy and you're not. But
Facts.
since you have
This is
passed the hat
facts.
to me,
Okay.
let's talk about workplace shenanigans.
Workplace shenanigans.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. I can feel that.
Like
I think
all the foolishness that goes on at work, we need to talk
foolishness.
about it.
We need to talk about that. So this
Yeah.
is this episode is going to be called Workplace Shenanigans, and how should we begin that? Because I have a lot of stories that I can go into, and however would do. What is your experience with workplace shenanigans?
I think I have a few things. I'll start.
I'm sure you have a few.
Slow.
Just go
I've been
ahead.
working for a long time. I feel like I've been working a long time, and there's always some foolishness, and there
Always.
are always people that leave a imprint
Mhm.
in your mind,
Right. That's it.
not in the best way.
Mhm.
So
I think they like it.
We'll
I think
start
they
with
like doing
that.
it.
We'll start with let's see.
How about this? I got one. Just let me start off. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. Because I know you got so many, you just don't even know where to pick from. Or do you got something?
Well, I had something until
Okay.
I was rudely. That's one
Oh.
of the things that I want to talk about. People at work interrupt you.
Okay.
Let's not do that. Don't be that person. But
Okay.
I'll start
I'm
it
not- I
off.
won't be that person. I'll just shut up.
Thank you. I'll start it off.
Okay.
Let's talk about those people that come to work.
Mhm.
Work usually starts around 6 a.m.
Okay.
Between 6 and 10, you can come to work. But there's always that individual that likes to, how can I say this?
Say it.
Doo-doo every morning
Mm.
at work. I guess the coffee kicks in from the
Mm.
commute from home
They can't do it at home?
to the office, and they feel the need to doo-doo every morning
At work.
at work, and it makes me very angry. Every time I go in that particular bathroom, I see the same feet in the same stall with the same shoes on, and that person is dropping logs.
So
So,
wait a minute. You look at feet?
of course, you don't.
So when you see, so if you look at somebody's feet while they're in the bathroom and you come
I'm
out,
looking for them in the
you
hallway.
looking for those
Yes,
feet?
I am. I'm looking for those feet. So
And-
change your shoes if you don't want to be
put my
identified as
feet-
the doo-dooer.
you put your feet up so she can't see them.
Yeah, put your feet up. But stop doo-dooing or go to a different floor. We have a lot of floors. Just go somewhere else and doo-doo or doo-doo at home. Like
That's their bathroom. If they want to go and they want to blow it up when they get to work,
it's
then
disgusting because we all have to see it and well smell it, and
I
it's
hope
just
you're
gross.
not seeing it.
It's just gross. We're seeing the same feet.
So what would you? So you want them to use the potty before they come to work?
Yes,
Is
or
that what you're
go
saying?
somewhere else. I mean, it's in a common space
Mm-hmm.
that everybody goes to. So when you walk in, you automatically turn around because you can't use the restroom or even use the mirror or wash your hands because that person is doo-dooing.
Okay. So apparently you know who that person is. You know
Yep.
them shoes.
I know those shoes, those brown loafers that lean to the right. I know who you
Oh,
are.
You know who you are.
Stop.
So hey, so you're on notice. Those little brown to the sides, leaning over, gangster lean, brown
Loafers. Stop.
Stop it. Okay.
Stop the doo-dooing.
Stop the doodling. Wait till you know, or go to another floor.
Go
okay?
to another floor.
You heard it
There's
here.
Floors 10 through 14 have no one there. Just an FYI. Just use those.
Wow. Okay. Well,
10
we
through
hope they're
14.
listening. You know, we hope that they're listening also. If you have them brown leaned over to the side, gangster lean loafers, go to another floor.
Or stop wearing the loafers. Just
Switch it out.
switch it out. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, that made
Your turn.
Okay. Well, I got a workplace shenanigans episode, something that happened to me, and I'm never going to say any names and on how it is, but I'm sure that this young or should I say older lady know who she is. Okay, so I remember this one time. It's this coworker that used to have her office right next to mine.
Okay.
And she was an older lady. However, you know, she knew her stuff and all. She's been there like forever.
Yeah.
But they moved my office next to hers. Now, she will always say stuff like, "I bet you get all the ladies."
Okay.
I was like, okay. She always say, "You looking good, don't hurt 'em."
Ew.
Now this is an old cougar, okay. Now she's saying, yeah, she's saying like little stuff like this, and I just kind of blew it off, however it is,
How
But
did it make you feel?
it made me feel
Cheap, sleazy,
all that, and
dirty.
just because she was like, she was not my type anyway, and then she was older. I just felt like maybe I ain't got it no more, cause
So what's wrong with the older woman?
it was nothing wrong with an older woman and all, but it's just her,
It was just
her,
she was
her
too forward.
delivery.
Was she too forward
She
for
was
you?
too forward. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
was scared.
Oh, you were treated like a piece of meat.
Yes, I was
Hmm.
scared.
Wonder
Okay.
how that
And
feels.
then she would always say stuff like the cologne you got on, it smell real good on you. I'm like, you got that close to me to know that the cologne smell real good on me, like it smells good on your
So
skin.
she was older,
She was
right?
older,
So
like
were you wearing like Old Spice or Brute?
I don't know what I was wearing, but every time she said that, I stopped wearing it.
Oh, okay.
I never wore that cologne
Mm.
again. And it's like she always had on these accessories too, like these little bracelets and stuff she was always wear,
Yeah.
and it wasn't just like one or two. It was like tons of them on
Uh
both
huh.
arms. It was like so much accessories on her arms. It sounded like she had like a whole bunch of change in her pocket. It
Oh
was just
yeah.
jingling.
Yeah.
Now and then she had this lipstick. Now I don't know if she was rushing to get to work
Mm-hmm.
or what it was, but the color never matches whatever she had on. And she would always have this little piece of lipstick on her tooth.
Maybe she was talking and like
It's always on the same
yeah,
tooth.
maybe she moves her mouth a certain way and the lipstick gets on her tooth. Was it a side tooth?
It's a side tooth, and every day it be like on the same
At least
tooth.
it's not missing. At least the
Maybe
side tooth wasn't
I don't
missing.
know, no, but it just made me feel. I feel like those were shenanigans, and it was like it made me feel a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit. I think that's the first time, or maybe that's the second time I've ever felt uncomfortable
Yeah.
in a workplace environment and all. So that was just like one of my experiences and all. However, and she would always say all these little slick things,
Mm.
like, "Oh, you looking good." Oh,
Did you report her? Did you
no, I report
go to
her.
HR and say, "Hey, I feel
No, I didn't. I
like
mean,
I'm being harassed"?
was that it? Could you say that was like sexual
That could
harassment in a
be. It's
sense?
how
You
I'm
perceived it.
sure you've taken sexual harassment or
How I look?
sexual harassment, as they call it.
How do I look going to HR? And be like, listen, like the lady next door to me with the
Lipstick
lipstick
on
on
her
her
tooth
tooth,
has
and with
been
all these
catcalling you.
accessories, But is it she was? I think she had like her kids were like my age.
Oh yeah, she wanted you.
Yeah, she ain't, I ain't got nothing to give her, but some more work.
Shout out to the Cougars. If you can pull, if you're a baddie and you can pull
Shout out to the
someone
Cougars.
half your age and you still have your side tooth, shout
Mm.
out to you.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
even her, I think so. I could be like looking too deep into this and all, but I promise you, like I used to see her on the other floors before she moved down to my like next to me,
Mm-hmm.
and her clothes, like she stepped up her clothes game and everything, like her dresses. I mean,
I think whatever she's done or did,
no,
she caught your attention. At least you were looking
she
with your
c-
looking.
no, she caught
She
my attention because I felt some type of way,
okay. Well,
and that was it.
did she wear leopard or
Mm,
lace
She did all that. Her little purse was like leopard.
oh,
Like I'm
or
like.
animal print?
I'm
Yeah, older
like,
women like a
she
little
was like
animal
a
print.
cougar now, so I will always try to get my work done and leave before her. So
Oh,
that's just one of my little spills of shenanigans and all. And she used to do that on purpose.
you think so?
I know so.
Okay, okay.
So
She can
made
pull
me
them
feel
though.
some type of way.
She
She ain't
pull them.
pulling this one.
Well, you should have reported her so that she can apologize and you can tell her how it made you feel. But
I'm,
since you did, silence is agreement.
no, it's
Just
not.
letting you know.
And
You don't
I
say anything, that
no,
means you agree.
no, I don't want you to bring me nothing. I mean, I got so many things with her.
She brought you some
She used to
muffins.
bring like home baked
Maybe she was your
goods.
work wife. She
Never.
wanted to.
Never.
She wanted to be your muffin.
Never.
Oh,
No.
your pound cake.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Well, give me. Why don't you give me one of yours?
Okay, I've worked with
I'm
some
getting chills just
characters.
thinking about that.
You need a barf bag?
Yes.
I worked with some characters, but one thing that I can appreciate is a cussing coworker.
Oh yeah,
I
those are the
find
best.
those are the best days when you have a cussing coworker,
For no reason, just
just
cussing.
random outbursts of profanity. It perks me up.
Mm.
It draws my attention in, and it makes me want to stay at work and produce more and more.
See, you messy.
I love it.
You're right. You messy.
I love it. I was on the call or typing something up one day. I remember this was several years ago. And it was an older gentleman. He was calling someone in to come in for an appointment. And I guess the person that my coworker was speaking to did not respond in a way that he preferred. And my coworker said something, and his octaves went up, and he said, I can't remember exactly what he said,
You
but
know
I
what he
heard,
said.
no, I don't remember what he said. But at the end of what he said, it was the biggest MF I have ever heard in my life. So it made me stop what I was doing, and I looked up, and I was just like, oh.
Okay.
I had to look around. We're not at work anymore. Like, what's going on? And then there was another coworker. He's hard of hearing.
He heard that.
And then he stood up and he says,
But he heard that.
Is something wrong? Is something going on? And everybody started laughing. But the first coworker cussed this person out on the phone so bad. It was like he was at like the club or playing dominoes or something. It was
on the phone? Over the phone?
Over the phone.
Oh,
This
Lord.
he went from, I don't know what happened, but I know the next day that person came in to the office to see him, and he got whatever he needed taken care of. So
Wow.
if you cuss at work,
Wow.
and I'm not talking about just like slip ups every now and then.
You got to have that art, put
but
that stank on
yeah,
it.
you have to like cuss loud.
You got to
Cuss
put the
at,
stank
at
on it.
random times,
Yeah.
you know, when higher management is around. Those type of cussers.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
for your
yeah.
service. Yeah.
Yeah, they keep the workplace on 1,000, you know.
yeah.
And
I
it
love
always it perks you up. It's almost like an energy drink.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's like
Because
an
you
energy
never
drink.
know who's going to cuss or what they're going to say.
It sounds like, so have it ever been you?
No. I'm always professional at work. Now,
You ain't never cussed at work?
no,
That's what you're saying?
I don't cuss at work. No. I'm a professional.
Okay.
Now, what I may be thinking in my mind or what I may be listening to on my AirPods, that may be different.
You should be listening to your ear pods. Just give you one or two songs that make your day start.
Okay. Now, I do appreciate ratchet music.
Oh.
At work, I am
There you
very,
go.
very professional. I'm quiet. I provide detailed information. I provide policy all day. But on my way to work, it gets real.
Okay.
So one of my songs that I used to listen to
Drum roll. Here you go.
was I think it's "Used To" by 2 Chainz with Manny Fresh.
No.
I love that song.
So that gets you ready for work.
I love it. And I listen to, of course, I have to listen to some Luke, some Trick Daddy.
Oh, yeah.
I have to listen to Now You Know What, because, you know, you don't know now that can spit policy like me, who can represent like me. Yeah, that.
Okay.
You know,
okay,
that
okay.
makes me feel good. And so
and
when
that
I
starts
come to
your day.
work, I'm energetic. I am ready to go.
That's your energy drink.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Now.
Okay. You know what? Now that you say that, now I got tons of stories here, but here go another story.
Okay.
Never say the names and all, but this brother know who he probably is, but
It's a male.
he's probably not listening. So, have you ever had that coworker? I mean, down to earth, everything's Gucci. You know what I'm saying? They know their job, and it's just one dilemma.
What?
They go around the whole office and how it is, but the biggest dilemma that they may have is they breath be stanking. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about you can smell
Like your
him.
eyes water up.
Yeah, like when you
Okay.
had to turn your head and act like you
Okay.
coughing, like
And you can
breath.
still smell it
His
after they leave.
this brother
Yeah.
breath was on stank. You hear me?
Okay.
I mean, like
Like, did he have a bad tooth, or was
he
he
had a
hungry? Was it
bad throat.
hungry belt,
He had a
hungry
bad.
breath?
I don't know. It's not. It
Oh,
wasn't that acid smell like when you hungry. It was like that
so you know
the
the acid,
chitlin
you
smell.
know the acid smell.
Yeah, and that acid smell like
Okay.
you ain't ate it like battery acid or something.
Yeah.
No, this brother. I mean, good brother. You know what I'm saying? It's just his breath was on stank. And then what made it so bad is like he would come in and talk to me, and he be like way past the personal space, like when he be
Oh,
talking to
he's
people.
close. Like you can feel the
You
wind
can feel
from
it
his
and
breath.
smell it.
Okay.
You know, like I
Oh.
don't know if it was coming from a tooth, the throat
Feel
area.
the wind
Like
beneath
I don't
my
know. You know what I'm
tooth.
saying?
Uh,
And the thing with him is that like people like on the slide, like if I know he's coming, like if he was like a few chairs down from me,
mm-hmm.
like I will wait till he approaching me and I will go eat a mint. You know, say, hey man, you want one? You know, like
And he
so
would always say no, probably, right?
always say freaking
Yeah,
no.
he doesn't want that.
You need this mint. Eat this mint. You know, I
Mm.
said, well, I didn't want to make it seem like, you know, I'm saying it's breath stink. So I would
But
say,
every
let me
time
take
he
a.
comes around, you're eating some mint or gum and offering him some. You don't think he caught the clue?
Well, I caught the stink. So, I mean, I caught the clue. I didn't catch the clue, but I caught that stink.
Maybe you all should have had like a gift exchange and somebody should have
No.
gifted him a tongue scraper.
No, I don't know. Like, but something of that magnitude, like he had
You need
something
to
going
see a
on.
doctor
It
and a dentist.
was something, something maybe
Maybe
a
something in his
gastro.
gut. Yeah.
He needed something, but that was some shenanigans, and he went on for years like that. Like his breath was like,
I know a few people like that I've worked with, and they are the nicest people. So it's not like you can say, "Hey, your breath
your
is a
breath,
little
like
is a lot
ooh,
bad,"
yeah.
because you don't want to hurt their
Yeah, and
feelings.
this be early in the morning. It ain't like, well, maybe he ate something. You know, this is
Maybe he
like,
was fasting
mm,
and praying.
well, if he dead then, cause that breath was like, woo, you know, like. I mean, I've seen people, he come around and people put their head down, like, oh, not
Yeah.
now. You're like, hey,
Here he
what's going
comes, like,
on?
"Oh no, you can't say H words," or
No, you know, depending on what you saying, like, if it got too many syllables, you know you about to, like, encyclopedia. Like, the
get spit
words,
on.
ooh.
And
And it be that spit that, like,
that white thick
that
spit.
white, yeah, it don't actually come out. It just kind of, like, foam a little bit.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that'd be that show enough funk, like that P-funk.
P-funk on a whole new level.
Yeah, that'd be that P-funk. Yeah,
Oh, shout
but I
out to
mean,
you.
yeah,
So
shout out to him
if
though.
someone at work is offering you gum and mints constantly, check your tongue.
Check your
If it's white,
exactly.
if you have a little thrash or
Thrush,
thrush, or,
cotton mouth.
yeah, just go
Yeah.
into the bathroom, but not with a person with brown loafers.
No.
Go to another bathroom.
Mhm.
Use some mouthwash.
Yeah.
Get a tongue scraper. It's okay. We all
And
have
gargle.
that. Gargle. Yeah. Take some flossers with you to work
Mhm.
and a toothbrush and just make it happen. Make it
Yeah.
rain on that tongue all the way
Yeah.
to the back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
Because
okay.
that's what that means. If people keep offering you mints and candy and stuff like that, your breath is probably, you got the dragon. What's my man on House Party?
Oh, Bilal.
Yeah, you got the Bilal breath. Okay.
Message. Yeah.
Exactly. You know, so that's one thing that I can remember so clearly, you know, Mr. Breath
Aw.
Man, Bilal.
Bilal.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. I know you got
I
you
think
got
I
some
may
more.
have one more.
You got one more?
And this goes into let's talk about potlucks.
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 Have you noticed when there are potlucks that certain people aren't allowed to bring food items, right?
Yes, if it ain't packaged already.
Yeah, it has to be prepackaged or canned.
Mhm.
You have to use some kind of device to
We
open
gotta
it.
see you do it.
Yes, because you're just not trusted. So
You're just not. The
Nope.
nails is dirty. You
yeah,
know, your
just
appearance is
if
just,
you are
no.
constantly asked to bring sodas, napkins, paper plates, serving utensils,
What does that mean?
there may be reason for that.
Just maybe.
It could be that your coworkers don't trust you.
Just say it. Put it. They don't trust you because it doesn't look like you can cook. And if you
Or
dig,
you may just look nasty. I'll just say it.
that,
Maybe
there we go. That's what I
if
was
you
waiting
dig in
for.
your nose at work and then type on your keyboard,
We don't want you to bring none.
don't bring anything to the potluck.
Oh, you got a lot of animals.
You
Bless
have
bless people
Pet
that have
hair.
animals.
If you
Pet
have
hairs.
pet hair on your
No,
clothes,
no,
don't
we
bring
want you
anything
Yeah, we don't want
to
you
work. If you spit when you talk,
We don't want you to bring nothing.
don't bring anything.
If it bring nothing,
And this is something that I need to say.
say it.
If you have expired food products,
Oh,
we have a coworker that loves to bring sugar-free items that she's probably gotten from, like, when you go get your car serviced and they have snacks and you just grab a whole bunch of Fig Newton bars
oh yeah.
and they sit in your pocket for a few days and then,
no.
we have a potluck. Let me bring these 10
no.
Fig Newton bars and
So-
they all expired last year.
You save it.
Save it. Don't do that. Don't
Nope.
bring anything expired to the potluck.
That's right. So check them dates.
Check the dates. And,
Check
if you, maybe you would
Check
eat them.
'em.
Maybe you would eat the expired food, but don't bring it for your coworkers.
Wait a minute.
Here's another one.
Wait a minute. Maybe
What?
they eat it, but that don't mean we gotta
you know how
be
the
subject
donuts,
to that.
you go to the grocery store and they have donuts and pastries that have the red sticker on there and they're 50% off, 75% off. The donuts may be a little stale, but you can use those
You
to
better
make
not bring
bread pudding.
You better not bring.
Don't
them.
bring those. Don't try to peel
Ever.
the sticker off and act like
Ever.
we don't see the little pieces of red sticker still on the container.
'Cause we
Leave
gonna
those
know.
at home. Make
gonna
bread
know.
pudding at home with your family. Just bring napkins.
We gonna
okay?
know. Okay. Soon as we bite it, and if it ain't, you're right. If it ain't wrapped, and I see, no.
Yeah, don't bring anything expired. Last but not least, if you didn't contribute to the potluck,
Oh, okay.
maybe you didn't know, or maybe you just got a little hungry
Better
and
not
you
say
see
it.
someone's lunch in the refrigerator.
Better not say it.
You better not take yourself in that refrigerator and start digging in there and eating other people's food.
But they hungry.
You nasty.
Oh, wait.
Some
wait,
of 'em-
wait,
don't do
wait,
it.
Wait.
Don't you do it. Stay out of the refrigerator.
Wait a minute. So it was in the fridge. I thought that
No,
was
it's
free
not
for all.
community property. People
not?
label their food and they put it in the refrigerator. Now, if there is a potluck and someone says, "Hey, Los, we know you never bring anything, but hey, there's some pinwheels in the refrigerator if you want some."
You're welcome
then
to get.
yeah,
Then you can
then
get
that's
it.
okay.
No, if them pinwheels in there, and y'all know I like pinwheels, I'm eating them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, one more thing. I had a coworker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Say it.
I don't know if she's been poisoned before,
Oh,
but every day she would bring a can of sweet peas.
sweet peas
Sweet peas
out the can.
out the can. She would pop it open at her desk,
Mm-hmm.
drain the juice from the peas into the trash,
Mm-hmm.
put them on a paper plate, and pop open a can of tuna.
What?
Pop that on her plate in the office, so the office is smelling like
Stank.
canned peas and tuna.
Mm.
And she would eat this every day.
Why? Did anybody
Eat
ask
that
her?
outside. Just go sit outside on a bench, enjoy the sunshine. Eat that outside. We don't want to smell it.
Maybe she
And-
could put it in the microwave then.
And if you microwave fish,
Oh,
don't.
yeah. Cause
It's
there's,
disgusting.
there's tons. That's a whole. That's a whole nother podcast in itself. Stuff that you can and cannot put in the
Please
microwave.
don't put stink stuff in the microwave.
Don't do it, and it be stinking all day.
All day. You can smell it down the hallway.
Mm.
And if you don't know how to pop popcorn and you catch it and you setting the fire alarms off in the office and we have to run
Wow.
outside every day, just buy pre-popped
Pre-popped.
popcorn. Don't do that, because
Don't do
that
it.
shows us that you're not used to using the
Exactly.
microwave. You may not have one at home. Maybe you pop your popcorn in a pot
Exactly.
on the stove, but don't do that in the office.
now,
Okay?
now we got all suffer some burnt pop. That burnt popcorn is like
it
the
lingers.
worst.
It lingers. It
Right.
does.
Right. It is the worst. you know.
So, potlucks,
Mm.
microwave users, food eaters, and canned food openers, stop.
And it's so easy. Just go to the store. Popcorn is already popped. These meals that you want to prepare at home because you think they're so good, they already made. Just save yourself
The
I-
embarrassment.
exactly, because we don't want it. We talking privately, and we ain't gonna eat it. We don't want you to bring it.
Yeah, so if you bring things to the potluck and there's an abundance left over,
Mm-hmm.
they're not interested.
They're
Okay.
not.
Just
It's
bring something packaged. It always works. Okay. That's all I had.
got
That's all
it.
I had.
You get it. All right, got it. We put it out there. You heard it here first on the All in Your
So
Biz.
check yourself.
Check yourself
Yeah.
before
No one's eating your
you gonna wreck
tuna
yourself.
noodle casserole. Keep it at home with
Exactly.
those canned peas. Keep it at home.
No one wants to be sick. You know, I got one more thing here. It came to my mind while we were talking here. So, have you ever had the coworkers? I call them like the overachievers. Okay, the overachievers slash snitches. Okay.
Snitches get stitches. Okay.
So I remember this one time. So it was like a group of people, like they kind of like trying to be overachievers. It's like about about three or
Well, what's
four of
wrong
them.
with that?
And there's nothing wrong with that, and I get it. But then you have the group of people like myself. We make it happen and all. However, we do overachieve and all, but we ain't trying to outdo the whole office. Okay.
I beg to
So
differ, but go ahead.
okay. So I know they be listening like over the cubicle thing. They be listening. They be like I know they be listening. So one day I said, check this out. I'm gonna say it kind of loud so they can hear that I'm gonna leave for the day. And I want y'all to say, you know, like, you gonna put in leave? I'm saying, no, I'm not putting leave. I'm just gonna step away a little bit. However, y'all just hold it down. You know, and I know they was listening. I know good and doggone well they was listening. So I walked around that area and then I left out the door, however it is. And then little do you know, I came the other way, like the back way, and then I came back to my seat, however it is. And I could overhear them saying, well, we did see Los here a little while ago, but then he left
Mm.
and we don't see him anymore. And he didn't send me what I needed and all. However,
So did you leave to go get a
ooh,
haircut or?
no, I went down the stairs, went around, came back up the way. But I heard it, and I heard it when they were saying it to somebody.
So okay, let me ask a question. So are you that type of person that will leave work to
Hmm.
go get your haircut or your car washed or?
No doubt. No doubt.
So do you notice if women leave work, they have maybe their hair in a bun that morning, right?
Hmm.
And then after lunch,
They got braids.
they have braids. Do you say something to them, or you just say
No.
nice hair, or you just say nothing?
I don't say nothing, but I said to I'm like, yeah, she dipped up out of here, you know.
See, people are always
And
in
it's
folks'
cool,
business.
but it's
Right.
cool though, cause it's like, long as you listen, the name of the game is long as you get your stuff done,
Yeah.
it really don't even matter. You like that,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But back to my story, let me tell you what. So I went over there and I cashed out on them. I said, let me tell you something. I said I did that on purpose, however it is. This is the work that what you needed from me. And I said, before you go running your mouth, I said, I said, you better keep your name out my mouth, okay? Because you don't know what's going on the other side of this, on this wall here. And I said, I didn't leave. So I just said it loud, however it is, so you would overhear us and think that I left,
You
and however
sound
it is.
like a hostile
I wasn't hostile,
employee.
no, but
Keep
I
your
had
name out of their
I
mouth.
had to
Like, who do you
tight,
think you are?
I had to tighten up their shot group.
Yeah, I would have reported you.
You can report me,
I would
but
have been a
it's
Karen
but
that
though,
day.
but you're snitching, and however it is, if you want to be an overachiever, go ahead and make it happen, okay? But keep my name out your mouth. I ain't got nothing to do with how you feel and what y'all want to do, however it is, But I had to cash out on them that time.
Cash out. Let me see. I have
Had to
I've
cash out.
left work a few times to go maybe
Oh,
to an outlet mall or
Miss
two.
Goody, you stepped out.
Yeah.
Did you rub your heels before you leave?
I did the little side kick.
Oh.
You jump and you kick to the side. I went and went
Mhm.
to the outlet. Let's see what else I did.
Oh, so you okay?
I
Listen, I'm gonna be
went.
quiet. You gonna go? You gonna leave and go to the outlet store?
Yeah.
Just be out in public?
Yeah.
Oh
I
no.
went and had a daiquiri.
Oh okay.
You
See
put it
now.
in a different cup.
Mm.
Let me see. I went to some appointments.
Mhm.
Let's see. What else have I done? Went to the grocery store a few times. And then came in the office and put my groceries in the refrigerator. Sure did.
Oh wow. You took it to
Um,
the next level. You took
let's
your
see.
groceries that you bought
My groceries. Yeah.
and put them in the refrigerator. Now I wish somebody would have
I
came and
wish
start
no. If
sticking their
that
hand
if
in there.
that yeah, if that coworker that likes to dig in the refrigerator and
Say,
eat
oh,
my
we got
groceries,
groceries for the house.
I'm gonna be mad. But yeah, I've done some things like that, and I've had some snitching coworkers, and It always
They
gets
snitched
back.
on you?
They snitched on me. They said,
Oh.
they told someone else. Someone brought it to
So
my
you
attention.
experienced
They
that
said,
too.
"Hey, you notice how Rika comes in after me, but she leaves before me." So they told me. So
Oh.
me,
They was trying to hem you up.
yeah, but it's okay because what I always have is leave. That's the first thing,
Mm.
and what I always do is make sure that my back is covered. So I
Oh.
went
Gotta
to my
cover them
manager
hind
at the
parts.
time and said, "Hey, I've noticed that so and so is
Mm.
always, gossiping in the office." I wasn't a big Karen, I was a little Karen. So call me
Oh.
Lil Karen, right? So
Oh.
I said, and they said, "Oh, tell me more. What's going on?" I said, "Well, this particular person is telling others that I leave early. However, every time I leave early, you are
Mm.
getting my leave slips, correct?" And the
Oh, wow.
manager said, "Yeah." I said, "You may want to put a stop to that because, it's becoming, uncomfortable in the workplace and I find it offensive." And
Oh.
so she got in trouble for
Oh,
spreading
backfire
rumors.
on
Yeah.
her.
Because just stay, I don't care. This is my thing. I don't care what you do at work as long as it doesn't affect me directly.
Exactly.
It doesn't affect my check.
Exactly.
You can do whatever you want to
do
do.
whatever you want to do.
My business is mined by me. I don't care what you do, how long your lunch break is, who you talk to on the phone, who you talk to at another cubicle. As long as it does not affect me personally,
Exactly.
I don't care what you do.
Keep my name out your mouth. So
Yeah.
that was your keep my name out your mouth
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
La Karen, but the La
Okay.
Karen version. Yeah.
Yeah. So so it's out there. Now. So if you go to work and just do what you do. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep your mind and keep your lips off of people and what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't your place. Okay.
But if you want to be in their business,
Mhm.
reach out to us and let us know either what you're doing
Mhm.
at work, what are your workplace shenanigans,
Exactly.
or what workplace shenanigans you've seen that you want to
Exactly.
tell. Now, you don't have to say their name, but we do want to be all up in the business.
Yeah,
So
we
let us know.
definitely want to be in the business, so you can just let us know so we can talk about it. Give us something to talk about.
Who's microwaving those crab boils?
Ugh.
Who's bringing crab boils to work and
Mm,
microwaving them during
ugh.
break? If that is you,
Kimchi.
stop it.
Stop it
But
today,
but
right now.
but let us know if it's you or
That's
if you
right.
know somebody that's doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. So if you packing your lunch now and you got those items in there,
take it out.
take it out. Okay.
Tuna
Okay.
noodle casserole, take it
Take it
out.
out. What else?
Shrimp Alfredo,
Take it out.
take it out. Neck bones, they may smell good. Take it out.
Take it
Well,
out.
that may be another conversation. Like
Mm, mm,
work
mm.
food that you should not take to work,
Yeah, that could be a whole episode.
because that can be telling for sure.
Exactly. Now you got everybody sick, and then you don't warm some up that you ain't supposed to warm up. Now you sick.
And if you're warming stuff up in the microwave, cover your food up. Don't
Ugh,
have all
and
that
stuff.
splash and
Oh,
everybody's lunch is splashing
yes.
in the microwave and then you just put yours in there and let it splash and explode. Nobody wants
Ugh.
that. Just clean out the microwave. I have cleaned out so many microwaves because
Ugh.
some nasty adult
Mm.
microwaves it, and I can tell that you do it at home.
Mhm.
If you do it at work, then I know you do it at
It's
home.
the same person that had on them loafers that
It's
was leaning
probably
over.
your nasty loafer wearing self went from the bathroom
Hmm.
to microwave some tuna noodle casserole. I don't know
Mm.
what my issue is with tuna noodle
Yeah.
casserole tonight, but it's probably you. And you go to the microwave and you microwave on high with
Mm.
no lid and it's splashing all over the microwave and then you leave it there for other people to have to microwave their food. Stop
Ooh.
with your nasty self.
You know what? You really feel some type of way about that one.
Yes, stop.
Stop it. Well, please stop it. Please.